Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video. I'm sure most of you already know what this is, and today we'll be talking about the Nike GT Cut 3. So retail price is set at 190 US dollars, one of the most expensive hoop shoes out there. The GT Cut 2 has hit the outlets. Will these eventually go on sale? I think it's possible. Mine is from the early China release. I think that purple colorway looks amazing. It's not a drop-in midsole this time. Nike is trying something new with the Zoom X midsole. It is full length. The very first reaction you'll have when you first get these in hand, I think will be about how light they are. This shoe is extremely lightweight, coming in at only 355 grams for my size 10.5 pair. That's lighter than the Zoom Freaks, Lucas, Zion's, Ja 1, Sabrina 1, even lighter than the Currys and some of their Floatrals. Anyways, so much more to get into before we decide on where they would rank. So let's get right into how they perform on the court. Cushion is one of the bright spots, especially given how Zoom X has felt so far. I say so far because given some prior experiences with Nike midsoles that feel like this, we need to at least monitor its durability. Will the foam lose its sponginess over time? But it is very responsive on feet. The way the heel presses down, it's not only nice and soft, but also super smooth. I didn't feel any stumps in my movements. Impact protection is great too, so I'd say this is a nearly perfect setup that will do the job for most people. Traction is also great. I started off playing a few times on a very clean court. Obviously everything was fantastic. Even on dusty courts, I didn't really have any slip-in or problems getting to a hard stop. This also is very loud and squeaky. Dust pickup was manageable. They do pick up dust fairly quickly, but given the traction pattern, it's easy to wipe off. Two-part also with mostly a herringbone pattern. I hate to give those so-called ratings, but let's say 8.5 out of 10 if that gives you a better sense of the traction performance. With the fit, I went true to size. It fits me pretty well, but because of how thin the upper is, I think you can also go down a half size, especially for those with medium or narrow feet. Slightly wider feet like mine, true to size is still the safe choice. There wasn't really any heel slippage for me, but if you prefer wearing thinner socks while you play, the interior padding or heel lockdown isn't that loaded to guarantee a secure fit. So yeah, true to size or half size down, depending on your foot shape. And again, these are super light, very breathable given the materials and those ventilation holes on the upper. Those are all pluses from my experience. Except I was a little worried about lateral containment when I was doing those hard stops on purpose. A little bit shaky. The split tongue design is pretty nice and plush, but not the most supportive. Same goes with the upper in general. But unlike the GT Cut 2 or some other Nike shoes, this time there's no pinching anywhere from my experience. So material comfort is up there. It's just that everything is so minimal on this shoe. So be careful of possible containment issues based on your playing style. Width is about average, by the way. The toe box is not too sharp or pointy. This might be a long shot, but this is basically an upgraded version of the Li Ning JB2 to me. Both have top-notch comfort and a high level of smoothness on feet. But the GT Cut 3 just has much better traction. It's hard to beat what they did with the first GT Cut. I mean, from the 2, they kind of went a different route, especially the core feel is not nearly as low and stable. I would consider the 3 sort of in between the 1 and 2. Better than the 2 and much easier to use, I think is the best way to describe it. I also found it to be great for casual players like myself. You don't need too much break-in time at all. Everything is good to go right from the start, and it has stayed that way. For the elite and super shifty players, lateral containment and the upper rigidity may be lacking for you. For heavy players or bigs, I would have the same concern, but this is an excellent shoe for guards given its minimal weight and good traction. Overall, the GT Cut 3 is a shoe that I would put in S tier, as in like the highest tier in terms of performance. Amazing traction. Zoom X did not disappoint for me. Comfort, breathability, and speed, these are all fantastic based on my experience. I'm just a little worried about long-term durability, given the thin upper and the midsole can potentially bottom out. But I'll let you know if anything comes up. Also, please feel free to share your thoughts on these down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.